Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, April 25th. On Monday afternoon, law enforcement officials recovered a 2021 gray Toyota Camry from a retention pond in Palm Coast with the body of a 49-year-old woman inside. Although a positive identification has not yet been made, the vehicle is believed to be the same one that Erica Bergeron was traveling in. Bergeron, who was reported missing, was last seen on Thursday at Palm Coast Lanes. The Florida Highway Patrol reported the discovery of the vehicle and the driver's death just after 6 o'clock yesterday evening. The car was traveling northwest on Palm Harbor Parkway, southeast of Chris Lane, when it veered off the road for unknown reasons, struck a tree, and landed in a nearby retention pond. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office dive team retrieved the vehicle and found a deceased woman inside. The Sheriff's Office later confirmed that it was no longer searching for Bergeron. The driver's identity has not been released by the Florida Highway Patrol, which routinely withholds such information from its reports. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Sometimes people facing a mental health crisis are more willing to speak with a mental health specialist than a deputy sheriff.
That's why in June of last year, Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley founded the Behavioral Response Unit, which responds along with deputies to calls involving mental health issues. Staley says the unit has been successful thus far in helping people in crisis get the mental health help they need, instead of winding up behind bars.
Since inception, our BRU unit has handled more than 500 calls for service and provided care coordination for over 60 individuals. It is our goal to help these people become productive citizens and obtain the mental health counseling or addiction counseling that they need so that law enforcement is not having to respond and handle them.
The unit has been successful in helping a suicidal woman get alcohol detox help and assisting a schizophrenic man get health insurance, psychiatric help, medication, and even housing. The Behavioral Response Unit was funded through federal and state grant monies. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Palm Coast City Council is holding a special workshop this morning.
The Palm Coast City Council meets regularly to discuss and vote on official city business. These meetings are open to the public, and Palm Coast residents are encouraged to attend. An increase in public engagement helps to build a stronger sense of community, increases valuable discussions, and decreases division. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast, explains in more detail.
This meeting will cover a year-to-date financial overview of operating departments for the current fiscal year. Then the Fire Department and Stormwater and Engineering Department will give overviews of their budget preparations for fiscal year 2024 and plans for maintaining current levels of service.
Meetings of the Palm Coast City Council typically occur 3 times per month. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How do you morph pirates with foster kids?
Now there's a question. It's one that Tim and Katie Benninger say can be done. Katie has the history of the aforementioned morphing.
We started talking about how children relate in their fantasy world, that they have a better connection to people that might be like pirates and mermaids and like were approachable, and adults who they could see in like a fun and exciting role model positions.
Katie Benninger said that's what began their journey as entertainers. They portray pirates and mermaids so they can raise funds for foster children in Flagler County. Tim Benninger said on a recent episode of Lifeline here on WNZF that the Seawolf Privateers is different from those other pirate groups because they are a separate group. But he said they all work together.
Matter of fact, very graciously, they work with us a lot of times, and they do a lot of the events with us for the kids, just to be there, to give more people, and makes it easier for us if we're short crew members at the time.
Benninger and wife Katie said that while not all pirate groups may be involved in helping foster children, most of them do channel their energies into helping the community. You can hear Lifeline on WNZF, 8 o'clock Saturday mornings. It's also on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, how it all started. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.